Now, Congress leader Manish Tewari has clarified that this no confidence motion is not brought by Congress alone. It is a collective motion of the entire India alliance. So after the opposition allies in the India front, TMC, DMK, Shiv Sena, CPI protested against Congress moving the no confidence notice alone in the parliament yesterday. Now, Congress leader Manish Tewari has clarified that this no confidence motion is not brought by Congress alone. It is a collective motion of the entire India alliance. Let's listen in to Manish Tewari.
ये इंडिया के जितने घटक दल हैं, और मैं इस बात को दोबारा से दोहराना चाहता हूं कि इंडिया के जितने घटक दल हैं उन सब की तरफ से सामूहिक तौर के ऊपर ये प्रस्ताव लाया गया है. This no confidence motion has not been brought by the Indian National Congress alone. It is a collective motion of the entire India alliance. All the constituent parties of the India alliance are a party to this no confidence motion.
Our senior editor Pallavi Ghosh is with us on this story. Pallavi, so clarification coming in from the Congress party who's saying that this confidence motion is not brought by Congress alone, but it is a collective motion of the India alliance.
As we were discussing a short while back, I think the Congress also wants to send out this message that, it cannot and does not want to be like the big brother. Just to step back in time, remember during the Bengaluru summit also, there was a speech which was given by the Congress president where he said, we don't want to become the prime minister. Why was it important to do so? Because there is a worry and apprehension among the smaller constituents that the Congress party will actually arm twist and try to, kind of take over or kind of try to upstage the entire process. Yesterday, while opposition parties today are telling me that, it's an issue which is done away with, we are now all together, and it was seen as a lapse on the part of the Congress party, and let's not make too much about it. But I think it's also a reassurance which, through Manish Tewari, the Congress party wants to send out to the other constituents that please don't think that we're trying to be by the big brother. As we were talking about this a short while back. Any case, there is a perception that there are inherent contradictions in this India front, and which is true. I mean, whether it's AAP versus Congress, TMC versus Congress, there are problem areas which are happening over there. Therefore, it is very important to send out a message, at least to the BJP, and more importantly to the voters, that this is not going to be yet another fragile or failed experiment in bringing an alliance together. We've seen, if you look at Indian history, whenever past attempts have been made to set up a united front government, for that matter, they have not been largely successful. The unraveling of UPA actually began because of problems between Congress, DMK, Congress left, and so on. Therefore, this messaging needs to go out, and which is what Congress wants to send out, is that we are not arm twisting, we are not playing big brother, everyone is equally placed.
All right, Pallavi, thank you so much for giving us that context. We'll keep coming back to you for more updates. We also have CNN News 18's Payal Mehta joining us. Payal, so CPI leader Binoy Vishwam told CNN News 18 that they had objected on the Congress move of moving the no confidence motion alone yesterday. But he also said that Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge has accepted that it was a mistake on their part.
Yes, that is going to be something which obviously the BJP and the government is really going to exploit. It's come to them on a platter. Essentially, that's the message that they will try to send to people, saying that this is a front which is just trying to stitch itself together, but there are already gaps in between. You've seen the Prime Minister attack the united front and essentially say there's nothing but a alliance of convenience as well. So Binoy Vishwam, he said that he, along with a host of other opposition leaders, said that, why was Congress in such a tearing hurry? Why did they not wait for anybody else to come? And probably all of them could have given a notice together, or at least taken a call together as well. And why was the need for putting up somebody like a Gaurav Gogoi and not, the leader of the Lok Sabha, which is Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary? So these are the questions that the opposition parties have, of course, asked. TMC was the first party to raise the issues, what we're given to understand. But Binoy Vishwam has told us that, yes, he raised the objection, and the only reply that he got from Mallikarjun Kharge was that it was a mistake on the Congress's part. Will this mistake really cost the opposition dearly? That remains to be seen, because this is going to be fresh ammunition for the government to say that this is not a party which is united. This is not a unit which is united, and India is just an India of dreams, and it's not going to be an alliance which is going to come into reality. So that's going to be the line of attack on the government.
Also, Payal, what can be expected today as the opposition parties have decided to step up their protest against the government today?
Well, the opposition parties have decided to come dressed in black and, take a portrait of the government and, calling off the government. They're going to declare this as a black day as well, but the government is bracing up for this. Today is, of course, going to be scenes which are going to be very similar to yesterday as we witnessed in both houses. Even though in the Lok Sabha there has been an admission of the motion for no confidence. And of course, Rajya Sabha also has a number of bills which are listed as well. But there are a number of crucial meetings that are lined up today. It will be important to see how the opposition really takes place, how that really takes place in terms of what the strategy for the remains. But the last time around when the Congress party came up with a black protest, we saw a stern response coming in from the Home Minister Amit Shah saying that, that happened on the day on which the Ram Janmabhoomi sort of Muharram took place. So, he said that he equated the Congress's protest with objection to the building of the Ram temple as well. It will be important to see if the government comes up with something similar today.
All right, Payal, thank you so much for giving us all those details. We'll keep coming back to you for more updates on the story. As of now, let's listen into some more political reactions.
Gaurav Gogoi joins us. Gaurav, your notice has been admitted. The discussion is going to happen sometime soon. But is this the only tool that the opposition really had in terms of, bringing a no confidence motion? Because that's been defeated in the past also.
The India Alliance is well aware of our numbers and our strength in Lok Sabha, but it is a matter of sending a message of solidarity to Manipur. What is at stake is our domestic security, territorial integrity, and an effort to heal the wounds that the people of Manipur have felt. What message is the government sending by the Prime Minister by not visiting Manipur? What message is the government already sent by the Prime Minister waiting for 78 days to open his mouth, that too after Chief Justice observations? And what message are they still trying to say? That there are other bills which are of much more importance than the issue of Manipur, that there are other meetings which are much more important for the Prime Minister to attend instead of coming inside Parliament and addressing the nation. In the past, there have been conflicts across India, and whenever there has been a conflict of this scale, of this magnitude, Prime Minister, irrespective of whichever political party they belong to, they have always confronted the issue head-on. They have taken personal initiative, they have taken personal leadership, and it is quite disappointing for the Prime Minister to almost kind of show his back to the people of Manipur. And that is what the message India Alliance wants to send, that the Prime Minister may have forgotten, but India Alliance for sure stands with the people of Manipur in their time of grief.
Well, the government is saying that the Home Minister is willing to reply, but you have countered that as well. But is the opposition also willing to take a discussion on the safety and security of women in Rajasthan, Chhattisgarh, among the other states?
It's quite unfortunate that after 78 days, when the Prime Minister spoke about Manipur, he spoke about atrocities against women. That is, of course, unfortunate. But there have been other human rights violations in Manipur. Ordinary people have felt defenseless, so much so that they have stormed police stations and taken arms. 6,000 weapons have been looted from police stations by people, ordinary people, you and me. You tell me which part of India has seen such a breakdown of law and order, where a union minister's house of this government, Ranjan Singh, his house has been burned. BJP MLAs have been attacked, and yet the Prime Minister refuses to meet his own MLAs. So this is an extraordinary situation, and therefore it deserves extraordinary attention and priority, because the states which are seeing this conflict are on our border. It is a matter of territorial integrity and domestic security, and it behooves the Prime Minister to come to the Parliament and speak to the people of India and let a message of peace and solidarity go to the people of India, especially to the people of Manipur.